Okay, cool. Welcome to our Mums on the Run event. My name's Jana and I'll be hosting the majority of the event today, but you'll get to hear from some amazing women and they'll share what we're excited about and why we love jumping onto these events and, sharing our results, what we're excited about and we'll go from there. But what we're really excited about today is we've got 4 amazing women launching their businesses today. So 4 amazing women that want to change either their health or just live a little bit more better, say yes to more. And they've asked that question to themselves, what if? They get to join in on the journey with us, which is super exciting. So we can't wait to hear from them as well. So for me, I came across this amazing product and opportunity 19 months ago. I was working full-time. I literally changed from one government agency to another government agency after maternity leave with my second boy. So I'm a mama with 2 beautiful little boys. I returned back to work on a promotion to a new job, longer hours, more travel, no flexibility at all around my family, lots more stress, and I was taking a lot of work home with me, and I just thought, this just isn't right. This is not how I was meant to be a mama. I didn't have children just to send them off to childcare 5 days a week and not get to miss all those moments. So, and I was getting super run down, both mentally and physically. And I've always been a very health conscious person. So for me, that was really affecting me. So I was researching the product Juice Plus for my husband, along with some other cool products as well. He only eats meat and potato, typical male, I guess. Didn't look unhealthy and was never really sick, but I was worried about inflammation for him in the future. So I was researching Juice Plus, but what happened was, this post came up on a local page down here. I'm in Melbourne, Victoria, and it said it was all about health and wellness and working around your children, build a bit of an income up or residual income from home. And I was like, oh, super skeptic. And it seemed too good to be true, but I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to put myself out there and ask some questions. So I reached out to this person I didn't know, Lauren, and asked her hundreds of questions. I've also owned a traditional business as well. I had a restaurant for 3 years, so I didn't want to jump into something else that was going to take me away from my family more. But I built a lovely relationship up with her, and then she told me it was Juice Plus. And I was quite excited that it was Juice Plus because I already knew that the product was amazing and it made sense. So why not get on it? Why not try it? Because I wasn't even going to try it myself. I'm that typical token healthy chick that thinks that she eats really well and doesn't need anything extra. But I decided I was going to do the product as well, put hubby on it, get the kids on it, and may as well get it cheaper. May as well have a go at this opportunity. Lo and behold, I was super teachable, driven, and shared it. And, Lauren gave me some basic things to do at the really early days. And within 4 months, I went part-time. Within 10 months, I was able to resign. So I've been at home now, not that I'm ever home, to be honest, but I now get to do this full-time in part-time hours around my children, from my phone, from my computer, from the beach, wherever I am, on my terms. So I get to work with whoever I want, which has been amazing. So the community and the relationships have been so rewarding. But I get to be with my kids. So I get to do kinder drop-offs, pickups. I get to do, kinder. I'm on the committee. Probably said yes to too many things once I knew I wasn't going to be working the typical 9 to 5. But it's been such an amazing journey already, and I've only been home since January. So I'm super blessed that I found this opportunity, and I really asked those questions because it definitely was not something on my plan. I thought I'd be working full-time until I could retire, and I just miss out on those moments with my children, just follow in my parents' footsteps. But that isn't the case anymore. There are so many opportunities out there, and this one is truly amazing, and we love sharing it. So we're going to jump straight into our program and our products. We're really lucky. We come under an amazing team. They've created so much for us, so it makes the business super easy. You don't need to come in and recreate the wheel, I guess. But what they did create was a wonderful program. All right, it's family friendly, it's deprivation free, all those yummy foods that you're normally wanting and craving, but the healthy version of it. Let's face it, a lot of people out there want to make that change in their life and eat healthy. They just don't know how to cook it. And they don't even know what half the ingredients are. So our program's called the Juicy Body Transformation, and it honestly is designed around bringing that rainbow effect back into everybody's households. It's got a gourmet cleanse, a detox. It's got over 300 recipes in the program, but in our private page that all our customers get to be a part of for life, for free, we've got another 800 odd recipes, all based around whole foods. So without any synthetic and artificial sweeteners and sugars and preservatives and all those sort of things. And you get to share that journey with all those people that are on the same sort of path as you. So if you need help in specific areas, one of us can jump out and help you. We all share recipes in there. We share motivation, inspiration, at-home fitness, things that you can do, different things that aren't working for you and could be working for others. Lots of research and information about our products and program go in there. It's really cool, like a really cool space to make that change in your life. We've in our 6 ebooks, we've got like an 8-week shred or a 14-day wellness, but then we've got one that's all about treats and dessert, one that's all about the kids. We've got a Thermomix guide. And then we've got our 2, success to recipe guides as well. But there's also, how to plan your pantry, how to pre-plan your weekly meals, how to do all these things for super busy families as well, which is really, really great. There's something in there for everybody, the fussy husband, the fussy kids, but it really is a learning program and product as well as, a health change because, the kids with me in the kitchen every day, they're counting, they've got a magnet on the fridge that tells them about all the food groups they need to eat, and they'll sit there and check out what's on the plate, and they'll mark down how many mum has got on the plate for the night, and if I get a 10 out of 10. So it's a really cool program, and we love sharing that as well. So that's the Juicy Body transformation. And like I said, when you become a customer just once, you get to be a part of that for life. But nobody wants to come into Juice Plus and just be a product, a customer just once, because what it is Juice Plus is designed to bridge the gap. Okay. The actual company itself's been around for over 46 years, but the product itself over 26. So it's not a new fad or anything like that. It's something that's been around for ages, 26 years worth of results, and 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies have been done on the product. And that's massive. Juice Plus obviously helped fund those studies, but to get that gold label on there, no amount of money can get those gold labels on there. So they're pretty cool studies if you're into that sort of thing. So those results and that research is really what, we love sharing and why we love sharing and why we love taking the product. So again, Juice Plus is designed to bridge the gap or to increase an already healthy diet. All right. So when you take our hero product, which is our fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules, you're literally flooding your body on a daily basis with an extra variety of 27 plus fruits, vegetables, and berries. That's huge. Government states we should be having 3 to 5 every day, but science is suggesting we should be having more along the lines of 9 to 11. And depending on where you are in Australia, New Zealand, and around the world, produce is really expensive now. And the produce that we are getting, it's already been picked before it's prime ripening. It's then had different sprays and waxes and chemicals put on it because it's going to have a long journey to our supermarkets. And then if it's vegetables, we're also cooking out half the nutrients. The produce that goes into our capsules is literally just grown for our product. So to go into our capsules and into our shakes. So it gets to stay on the vines until it's at its highest cellular level. Then from there, it's picked and taken straight into our factories, which are co-located with our farms. So there's no big travel involved in it. They are taken in where they are washed and cleaned, pulped and juiced, all that liquid's removed, coincidentally the sugar, which is good too because you can have too much natural sugar. And then it is slowly heated in a process that turns it into that powder form. But what it does is it keeps all those live enzymes, micronutrition and phytonutrients all intact. I know some of these words are like, what the hell are you talking about? But, phytonutrients, just, so you've got a bit of an idea. And apple has over 10,000 of phytonutrients in it. That's huge. And they're just the ones that they know of and know what they do. And apple is just one of the ingredients in the fruit blend. Okay, so just so you've got a bit of an idea, the fruit blend has apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and date. Okay, that variety isn't because that's what grows really well in that area where our farms are. That variety goes into that capsule because they work so much better in synergy together than they do on their own. Okay, and that's the same for the vegetable blend and the berry blend. The berry blend, all those berries full of antioxidants, all your skin, your hair, your nails. When you're flooding your body with product like this at this cellular level, like attracts like. The more you flood your body that way, the more you're going to want more fresh fruits and vegetables. That is one of the biggest changes in people is they start craving less of all that salty, fried, sugary items, and they start craving more fruits, vegetables, and berries and all those sort of things. And that's why our program is amazing, because once you start craving it, you want to know how to cook it, okay? Because it's not to replace a healthy diet, all right? It's there to bridge that gap. What we love about Juice Plus is there's no warning label, okay? It's safe whether you're pregnant, whether you're breastfeeding. As long as you can swallow, this is safe for anybody. The only reason you might not take it is you're allergic to the apple or the pineapple. If you're allergic to a produce, then you might not be able to take it. But if you're all good with the produce and your fruits and vegetables, anybody can take this. And what results you're going to get are totally different to everybody else's. Okay, so when we all absorb nutrients differently. Okay, it takes 3 to 5 minutes when you take these capsules for it to get in the bloodstream and go to where it needs to go. And what I mean by that is, because we've all got inflammation differently. So your body's going to go, oh, you know, I need more of these nutrients in my kidneys. I need more of these nutrients in my skin. That's where the product is going to go and go to work. Okay, this is so different to those products you used to buy in the supermarket and the chemist, because they're full of so many synthetic and artificial ingredients. You know, and that was something I, noticed big time when I was pregnant, was that disco wee. You always thought you were dehydrated, but it was actually your body excreting what it didn't recognize. Okay, this is just fruits, vegetables, and berries. All right, and it's even on the label. Everybody can read and understand this label. You don't need a science degree to understand what grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, and artichoke are. Definitely not getting those in my daily diet, in my 3 meals. So it's great knowing that I'm getting them in that product. All right, so these are all your micronutrients. All right, they're oil in the engine. So, we all don't realize how much our bodies could be running so much better if we're just fueling it right and getting things running smoothly. So I talked about those 36 studies before, and we're a part of one here in Australia and New Zealand at the moment. And it means that when any adult purchases the fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules, they also can consider sponsoring a child for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So they can either get the fruit and vegetable capsules for free if they can swallow and they're a bit older, or they can have it in a chew form. Okay, so it's literally the same vegetable and fruit blend that goes into our capsule, but joined with an all-natural plant-based tapioca. So they're super yummy. They're just like a lolly, but they're so much better again, compared to what my children used to eat, because there's no synthetic and artificial ingredients in there. It's straight derived from the vegetable, straight from the plant, which is great. And we're seeing massive results in that study. Kids are sleeping better, cognitive behavior. For my kids, it was respiratory. They both suffered heavily from baby croup, which was turning into asthma. And it was a vicious cycle. It was horrible. So, adding this, and, you know what kids are like. They're super fussy. My 5-year-old's an amazing eater. So I take that back a little bit. But my 2-year-old, he picks out anything that's, not meat, not potato. He'll pull it out and throw it over his shoulder. So if I can bridge the gap with his Choose Plus, I'm super happy, because also, your children go off to school or kinder, they switch out their lunchbox, what they don't want in their lunchbox with their friends. So you don't know what they're eating all the time. But knowing that they're getting their chews into their little bodies every day is a huge blessing. So that's our chew. So again, that they're both, the adult and the child micronutrition sort of all sorted. And we're not a company with some crazy big catalogue with lots of products. We've only got one other one at the moment, and that's our macronutrition. So obviously we're oiling the engine, but we need to fuel it. So these are our complete powders. Come in 2 yummy flavours, chocolate and vanilla. All right, they're a nutritional drink. They've got over 30 plant-based ingredients in there. Again, no synthetic, no artificial ingredients. Natural sugar from stevia and sugar cane. But it's all these ingredients from definitely things I can't get into my kids on a daily basis. So you're looking at broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, pumpkin, pomegranate, mushroom powder, spirulina, millet, quinoa, ancient grains. They're just all these amazing things in there. All right. Yes, they weren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add, the right things in there, every morning I have one with my 2-year-old. So he's getting all these amazing nutrients into his little body so early in the morning. And we put in frozen berries, frozen banana, acai, macro powder, whatever we got going on. And we have that smoothie in the morning, and some oats or even Weet-Bix sometimes, just to fill them up and or to, get that extra fibre into them. and we're full until lunchtime. And I quite often will then have it as a post-workout shake. So I'm actually in my PT gear now, and I've just had one post-workout. So they're great for recovery, but they've also got obviously vitamin D, vitamin B, complex vitamin B, niacin. All right, so there's some amazing things in there. Also that, I'm not sure if you understand what niacin is. Niacin is like a beautiful mood balancer. So if you've got all that extra energy in your body starting to run like it should be, and inflammation starting to draw back in joint pain or skin, wherever it's helping you, and then you've got this beautiful mood balancer, it's helping so many people with anxiety and depression as well, which is, again, amazing. And again, all safe whether you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So that's literally our program and our product in a nutshell. I'm now going to get a couple of the girls that have been on the product for a little bit longer just to share their results that they've had with the product also. So I think this is Zoe's first time, so I'm going to grab a different Zoe, not new Zoe, and she's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it. Thanks, Zoe.
Hi, Jana. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I've just got some dogs in the background barking from next door, so sorry about that if you can hear them. Well, before Juice Plus came into my life, I was very lacking energy a lot. Being anemic was very hard. So I was always having that coffee after coffee. I'd say about 6 a day, maybe even more. And I thought this isn't right. I needed something. So I found Juice Plus. It's amazing. I couldn't talk more of it. I'm now my energy without 6 coffees, I would say, is through the roof. I'm not needing that sleep in the afternoon. And yeah, it's great. Also with breakfast, I always was a breakfast skipper. I could never just wake up in the morning and have brekkie and before the school run or anything like that. But now having a shake in the morning, it's just like having a chocolate milkshake. I add in my fruit and everything, but it's just a chocolate milkshake, and I feel good after it, because not just because it feels like I'm eating chocolate, but it feels good because I know that I'm getting all that nutrients into me. And yeah, so that's about it really so far.
Yeah, no, that's great. And why do you love sharing it?
I think I love sharing it because I like to see other people's results as well, and helping others at the same as me. Like, people these days with kids, like, they've got no energy or anything like that, and I'm just like, no, you need to take this. It helps you. So yeah, I couldn't speak highly of it. It's great.
Beautiful. Well done. I know that was your first time sharing. It's a little bit daunting, but well done, Zoe. And I can see Kath is free, so I'm going to grab Kath because I know she's out and about today. So for you, Kath, where were you before Juice Plus? What results have you had so far? Oh, and why do you love sharing it? Sorry, I nearly made you host.
Hey everyone. So I started the products 2 years ago. At the time, my daughter was 9 months old, and I was looking for something to help me shift the last of the baby weight. But also, I didn't know how to be healthy. I was pretty a stock standard English girl who would eat bangers and mash and pie mash, more or less pub food. And that's just what we was brought up with. And so when people would cook healthy meals, I really didn't know where to start. And so with obviously our products, we have our programs, and they obviously give you guidance and support, and that's what I really needed. I didn't, I think with what I'd done previously, I just went for like a nice walk around the block, and then I'd demolish a bar of chocolate, and so it just kept going on like that. And so with the products and the program, I was able to lose 11 kilos within 2 months, just following the programs. And with the products, I was anemic and low in vitamin D, and I was so gobsmacked that within a month I was able to come off those tablets, and I was so happy. And just energy. I mean, some people have results within a week or even a couple of days, but it did take me a month to notice that energy. But once I did, I was able to stay up till late at night. Sorry, my little one in the background. I was able to stay up late, so much better with running around after my little ones. And also with my periods, I always went 3 to 5 months without a period, thinking that that was normal for my body. Little did I know that obviously my body needed so many more nutrients than what it was getting. I was pretty bad. I probably had a banana a day. And so with the capsules, I was able to bridge that gap in my diet and add an extra 30, and that enabled me to have a period every single month. So I was just absolutely blown away that my body can function normal now. And obviously being able to share that with everybody and them having similar results or changing their life is just truly amazing. Thanks, Jana.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry, I know you're on the run. So that's amazing. That's 2 different, stories, totally different results. Like, you just don't know what this product's going to do for you until you start getting it in there. And, the normal detox process, really takes you 90 to 120 days for all those bad toxins to slowly creep out of your body and all the good ones to get in there and start taking effect, because it's not obviously an overnight thing. And that's what we love about our program. Just like Kath said, it's not a quick fix. It's something that sets you up for life. I think, just with our busy days, you can only do what you can, what you can do really. But if you've got this teaching and this program and product behind you as your backup, then you're really all good to go. So just before we hear from our amazing new girls, actually I might get 2 to share before I do this bit, just to split it up a little bit. So I might grab who's Zoe? You're first. Are you ready? I'm going to spotlight you. So Zoe, where were you before Juice Plus, or how did it come into your life? What results are you looking forward to, and why did the business make sense to you?
Yes. Sorry, I have my daughter here, so I'm really sorry if she screams. I have a new baby, so I was on a mum page and basically looking for something to do because I needed some extra cash, but I wasn't ready to go back to work with baby still so small. So I basically just put it out there. I'm like, I'm looking for a business who has something, and then I one of the ladies, Karen, she told me about Juice Plus, and it seemed like something that not only was a good business opportunity, but also was it would have been like, it's good for me, for my health and stuff. It's sort of I started doing some other stuff with the things like swimming and things like that, and so I guess this is just something that would help with being able to get my health back on track, I guess. And yeah, the business, I guess, makes sense to me because, like I said, I mean, I'm not ready to go back to work, but I can be able to do this as well as being a mum. So it all kind of just, it's convenient, I guess.
Yeah, beautiful. It is, and it's perfect for mums. I mean, I think it's 85%, might be even more now, is literally mamas in this business, because we just want to be home with our little ones just that little bit longer, or forever if we get that chance. And this opportunity for some people it's different for everybody, but it's an amazing opportunity for the mamas. So well done, Han. I know it was your first one. It was quite nerve-wracking, but you did an amazing job. And I'm going to go in order, and I can see Beck, you're there as well, so I'm going to spotlight you. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to with the product, and why did the business make sense to you?
Pretty much same situation as the last lady. Sorry, forgot your name. I was looking for, on a mum's page, bit of extra income to kind of help us through the next couple of months whilst finishing up my maternity leave. And it was Jana that had something there about Juice Plus, messaged me, find out more, all this kind of stuff. So I did a bit of research before I actually messaged her, and kind of found out what it was, and it was really quite interesting. I've always been fit, healthy, conscious about, my weight and all that kind of stuff. So when I found out it was, whole foods and no preservatives, added, sugars and all that kind of stuff. So really the food side of it made sense. Obviously I want to lose my extra baby weight. but also the energy side of things. You know, I'm lucky my baby sleeps awesome, so I'm not missing out on sleep, but during the day, the energy levels do kind of drop towards the end of the day, and I do have to get, you know, that coffee at 6 o'clock at night just to kind of keep me going for another couple of hours. The business side of things, I've always been in business. You know, I'm 21 years old. It doesn't seem like that's right. My family have had businesses kind of from day dot, and before maternity leave I was managing my stepdad's business, so the whole, you know, managerial kind of side of things was, yeah, it's definitely me. I love talking to people. Just customer service is definitely my thing, so being able to share Juice Plus with other people and, you know, help them along their journey, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yay, well done. Awesome. That was amazing first share. Superstar. Oh, cool. So again, different reasons, but, you know, and people come from such different, you know, backgrounds and lifestyles previously, but again, what they choose to make it create for them is different for everybody. So well done. All right, we've got 2 down, 2 to go. I'm just going to touch a little bit on a couple of questions that always seem to come up early in the business when people are considering it or they're watching somebody else look at the business. I remember a couple of my friends reaching out to me going, oh, what are you doing? Don't do that. It's one of those, you know, scary pyramid scheme things. And I'm like, oh, what are they? But they were illegal back in the 1970s. I was okay. I'd asked all my questions. But I think what they meant was it was one of those pyramid structures. And really, that's where I was in my government job. That's where Coles is. That's where Safeway is. That's where Myer is. All those big corporations, they're a pyramid structure. And what I mean by that is, you know, they've all got their CEO at the top. There's only one of those. They've got their board of directors. They've got their state managers. They've got their area managers, their store managers, trainers. But then they've got their beautiful people that look after our sales. All right. So whether at the supermarket or we're at the clothing store and we're purchasing things, we get to see their beautiful faces. But what are their faces getting replaced by these days in some of those places? Electric tellers, or if you're like me, you buy a lot of stuff online. So these guys are actually saying, you get being told there's not any jobs for them anymore, or not as many. So they need to either look at upskilling, or they need to do the shopping for us, or the delivery, or they need to look at some of these middle section promotions. And so they've got to go up against each other. They've got to go up external people from other stores wanting to come into these positions. So and they need to apply. Okay. So that's in everyday normal job. We're always applying and trying to be better than somebody else and upskilling ourselves, really, and kicking and elbowing to get that next position. So just say, you know, Lisa, you know, won this position after, you know, 20 years of being in the organisation. She's won this position. And this is where I was, you know, going from the Defence to Department of Human Services. I was in this middle section. Finally, you know, I was starting to work my way up. But yes, the pay was amazing, but it was longer hours, more commuting, longer hours for my kids in childcare, no work home balance, and you know, I felt like I was just sort of doing all the work of many in the middle there, and the chances of me, if I wanted to really keep going towards that, you know, bigger organization, you know, the higher up to that CEO. I was with the Defence for 11 years. I was never going to be the Chief of Defence, and with the Department of Human Services, I was never going to be the MP. You know, so the chances of someone, you know, starting down here in Safeway or Coles and getting to that position up here are slim to none. This CEO position normally comes from somewhere external. They've already had experience as a CEO somewhere else, or they've had that tertiary education or program or process to get to that position. What we do is literally that on its head, okay? Sure, we have promotion levels as well. We all come in at what we call a virtual franchise. Here in Australia, we pay to have that amazing business $165. In New Zealand, we pay $172.50. So, you know, like 50 cents or 60 cents a day to have a business, which blows my mind compared to that traditional business that I'd purchased. We have a top position called National Marketing Director. Okay. But we all come in as a virtual franchise. Nobody can come in as an NMD. Okay, we all come in as a virtual franchise. We're not there very long because the idea of our organisation and our business plan is that you link arms with somebody, or you link arms with many, and you help them progress up our up our levels. Just say I'm here, and I, you know, invited a couple of people to come check out this opportunity. If I just left them there and it was a sign-up club, just joined them and left them be, I don't think they'd get too far. And if they did, it'd still benefit me. But if I linked arms with them solely and did teach to teach and help them do what I'd done, what had worked for me, that's going to help them grow a lot quicker. And I'm going to keep growing because I'm helping them grow. So we all come in here, and the chances of us getting this position are so different to this, because we all get that opportunity to hit the top position. Okay, it's uncapped up the top. We all get to be our own CEO or NMD. Okay, because our business doesn't have one person sitting pretty like the CEO of this business. We all get to be that CEO of our business, because we have a cutoff. We are helping somebody 5 levels high build their business with an income, and we are creating for ourselves an income from 5 levels deep. If this CEO from traditional business wants to come into our organisation, he can't come in at the NMD position. He has to come in as a virtual franchise, and we'd link arms with him and help him, you know, build his business up as well. So it doesn't matter where you come into us, you know, and you look at this opportunity and jump in. It doesn't matter if you're a mum, a swimming teacher, a kinder teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, you've owned 100 businesses or anything like that before. We all get that same opportunity, which is beautiful. The other thing that lots of people ask when they first come into this opportunity is, I don't know many people, or I'm not really good with social media. You know, how many people do I need to make this business run? You know, I just don't think it's for me. You don't need many. For me, there was no way I thought I'd ever be doing events like this or talking to a whole lot of people I don't know. So I wasn't using my social media, and I wasn't even really talking a great deal to my friends and family at the time too. I was just too busy with work, too busy being busy, and not looking after my health for sure. But Lauren showed me, you know, the girl that shared the business with me, she showed me how to share it with my friends and family and social media. So I found a few customers in the early days. But what I found also was a few beautiful people that wanted what I was going after. So, you know, Lindsay just didn't want me to benefit from the product, and she wanted to jump on and get the product cheaper for herself. Bit of FOMO. So she jumped on the business within 4 days. Catherine had amazing results. And she shared a few posts and had such an amazing response. Steph had great results too, and she just wanted to help everybody. She understood that it was an amazing product and program. Why not share it with as many people as she possibly could? I then showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Share it with a few friends and family and social media. You know, help them find a few team. Okay, and then this starts happening. All right, and then they do teach to teach, and they show a few people. You know, Lynn's went and shared it with a few people. She shared it with Mal. She shared it with Melody. All right, Melody then went and shared it with Elsa and Josephine. Elsa then shared it with Philly. All right, and, you know, Catherine went and shared it with Michelle. Who shared it with her brother Adam. Who shared it with Zoe in Townsville. All right, and obviously they've gone and kept sharing it with other people as well, and I've gone and shared it with a few more since then. And this popcorn effect, you know, when you put the popcorn in the microwave or on the stove and it pops away and you take it off the heat and it just keeps on popping. That's literally how our business is, and it's just teach to teach. All I knew was Lindsay, Catherine, Steph, and these few people, my few customers at the beginning. But now, you know, I've got all these beautiful people in our, you know, in our team. And I would never have known Zoe in Townsville or Adam. He actually lives in Melbourne, but I still would probably have never met him. Philly and Elsa and Melody. These are all beautiful people that I now get to call my business colleagues, my friends, and that's really wonderful to have in your life. So that's a little bit about the business. Now I'm going to grab the other 2 girls to share. So I'm going to grab Marina. So Marina, for you, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to? And why does the business make sense to you?
Yes, can you hear me with the just with the headphones? Yeah. Okay. Well, basically, I actually saw a post on one of the groups that I belong to, and it was advertising work from home opportunity. But I've seen those before, and just sort of, you know, never really looked at them. But this one kind of grabbed my attention because it mentioned that I could myself become healthy and also help others. do the same, inspire them too. And I've always been into health and fitness myself. Well, try to at least until about 14 months ago when I had my little girl, and it kind of all went downhill. But yeah, basically, I actually had a look at the video that girl shared with me. I think she's on the call, Rebecca, the other Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Happy birthday, by the way. So, yeah. Yeah, it grabbed my attention. Just basically, I'm falling in love with the program the more I am in it. It sounds to me like an absolutely amazing product, and as much as just too good to be true it sounded like, I still could see that there was something in it, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And it actually made sense as well, not only because you get to be the product of the product, living and breathing product of it, which is, I don't think gets any more authentic than this. But it's also, actually I went on maternity leave when I had my girl, but the role that I was in was getting made redundant. So as of February, I've actually started looking, have had to start looking for a new job, which added extra stress, unnecessary stress, and yeah, just, the anxiety levels have been skyrocketing. So I'm really looking forward to, energy, because of course, with not sleeping well with the little girl. She's teething at the moment as well, with the big buggers, with the molars. So it's a nightmare. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more energy, just less pain with my sciatica, less stress, and probably, well, not equally important. I would say equally important. I'm actually looking forward to this financial freedom. I'm really looking forward to just being able to say yes to things. To just if I wanted to go travel with my family, yes, I would like to do that, and at first I was actually thinking, just get an extra, just a bit of residual income while I'm looking for a full-time job. But yeah, it sounds like it can be a lot more than just that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and also I'm looking forward to being able to inspire others and help other mums like me to do the same. So yeah.
Wonderful, well done. And that's it, I guess we all come in and our initial why is maybe look after our health or maybe get a little bit of pocket money, but then then people start hearing more stories and see what it can be if you just put in a little bit of work and replace TV. That's what I did. That's all I did was replace the TV time for this business, and now I get to be at home with my children. Don't ask me what's current on the TV and what's going around the world, because I've got no idea. But when it comes to my business, I'm on top of it all. Well done. That was amazing. All right, our last one. I'm just going to grab Christy. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? Where did you shuffle off to? Everybody just moved then. What results are you looking forward to, and why did the business make sense to you?
What's that?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. All right, so I got into Juice Plus for a couple of reasons. I looked originally into it last year when we were all sick. Sick, and we were run down, constantly get the flu, the colds, all that. And then it all happened again this year. So I started looking back into it again. Decided to get us all on it. And mainly also I wanted to get the kids off those little Vita gummies that they have got that we've all, seen at supermarkets or the chemist. And they're just covered in the sugar. So they're actually really loving the chews that they get for free because now that I'm on the capsules. Yeah, so that's one reason why we got. The other reason is I also need to lose some weight. So I wanted to do something that wasn't all about, just shakes all the time. It was also, something that once I've lost my weight, I can just keep carrying on with the same thing. So that's also why I got in it. Then other than that, I just wanted to get into something that would create some income for me and hopefully create an income that will turn into a part-time or a full-time job, you know, in next year down the track, so that when all the kids are in school, I don't have to worry about joining back into the 9-to-5 grind. So, yeah, so I'm really excited, really looking forward to it, and slowly getting used to this camera thing, but I'll get there eventually. Yeah, cool.
Amazing. It's funny, you know, because a lot of people, you know, get a little bit, you know, queasy at me because I asked them so early in the process, you know, I need a couple of selfies. Can you send me a couple of photos of yourself? I'm like, oh God, I don't take photos of myself, let alone talk at an event. So well done, Christy. That was amazing. Beautiful. So I'm just going to finish it off now with, you know, sort of how we get paid, because everyone's sort of always interested in, obviously, you know, how do we build an income from this? And like she just said, you know, I literally work full-time wage in part-time hours around my children. Which way am I going? This way. And, you know, they're pretty much, you know, they run my life, and then everything else just slots in around it, which is brilliant. So what she was talking about before was residual income, and we get that from two ways of how we get paid, which is our retail profit and our commission. Okay, so that builds up what we call the beach money, our residual income, and that slowly grows month by month. You know, I've been in the organisation or the business for 19 months. That part of my income has grown each and every month. So then I decide what I want to pay myself, which is pretty cool. All right, but we like to talk about the bonuses because they're there as an incentive, and they're, you know, to help us grow strong and wide at the beginning and help us understand what sort of wage we can get paid later on, I guess. But also because we are predominantly females. Females, we love on everybody else, but we don't love enough on ourselves. But when we do that, and it helps everybody. It helps everybody around us because we're happier, we're healthier, and we want to pour that on to everyone else. So when we get our bonuses, we do like to help our females and our mamas in this business really utilize that for them. A part of that needs to be spent on them. So like I said earlier, we come in as a virtual franchise. We're not there very often, and we quite often even smash out DVF. Don't take much notice of my acronyms, which is direct virtual franchise, pretty early in the day, within the first 10 days. The first big bonus that's on the table is $400 for you, but also $400 for your teacher, because we're a teach-to-teach business. So this is Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. By this stage, you've probably shared the business with 1 or 2 people, but you've also helped about 8 people with an amazing product and program. So you're getting rewarded constantly from seeing other people's results and how they're feeling and how they're, you know, how they're smiling all of a sudden, and they can do things that they might not have been doing before. And you've got this $400 bonus. Tick. That's you. Well done. You've got a promotion. You've got a $400 bonus. But you've shared the business with 1 or 2 people at this stage. You now want to keep them hot on your heels, linking arms with them, teaching them exactly what you've done. And then you will also be like building this teacher bonus. So you might only get these bonuses once every time you get the promotion, but every time you share this opportunity with people, you're going to get the teacher bonuses as they grow. Okay, which is pretty cool. So you keep sharing the amazing product and program with friends, family, and in social media, and we help you with all of that. We help you, you know, build your belief up around the product, around the business, about social media. And you very quickly you've gone and shared the opportunity with a few more people, and you're looking at SC. Okay, so you've got quite a few people under you, 3, 4, 5 maybe, and you're being teachable and you're helping them and you're learning to become a really cool leader by them. That's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. All right, and around this stage here, where you're spending your time and how you're progressing in the business sort of takes a little bit of a shuffle, because you're going from being sort of a mentor into a servant leader. So you get to senior sales coordinator. That's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. So you can, pretty cool. So don't forget, you're bringing on people to be to SC. You probably added about 5 people. So you're looking at, you know, that bonus times 5s. You know, at SSC, you might be looking at 2 of them at SC. So you're getting the teacher bonus of 600 times 2. So it's really kind of cool that way. So I'm just going to get 2 more girls to share. And I'm going to grab Catherine first. So for you, Catherine, where were you before Juice Plus? What exciting things have happened to you so far? And what are you excited for in the future?
Hi, Jana. Thank you for letting me on. Before Juice Plus, I'm a mum of 3. My oldest was 3.5 and my youngest was 6 months. And I'd just been on the product for a couple of weeks, and and I just had some amazing results, and I shared on Facebook, and everybody wanted to know what I was doing. At that time, unfortunately, we were struggling. Like, my partner had been in an accident, so we were struggling. We couldn't afford food, we couldn't afford nappies, and having 2 in nappies and three boys who were very hungry boys and like a lot of food, it was really hard. So I just thought, why not? I'll give it a go. I was looking at going back to work anyway, and I would have had to put all 3 of them in daycare. So my wage would have went to daycare fees anyway. So I thought if it could just help pay for me to stay on the products, pay for the groceries and the nappies, that would be fantastic. And since then, I've within 4 months, I was actually able to pay out my personal loan. Sorry, my baby's here at the moment. Pay out my personal loan, which I actually never thought I would be able to do. I actually was having to keep extending it. So that was just mind-blowing. Then I was able to book a girls' weekend away and our first family holiday for over Christmas and New Year. Which, it just kept blowing my mind of what we could actually achieve and say yes to. So since then, I've been in the business now, I think it's about 16 months. Sorry, my baby's playing with my hand. And I've been able to, again, I've just come back from Adelaide, so I worked out yesterday, that was my 4th trip this year alone. We've been able to do 2 family holidays, and in May last year, I was May this year, sorry. I was able to buy a brand new car for us to all fit in. So it was just, it's been mind blowing. So I'm really looking forward to what the future holds, and what we can provide for our family. So thank you for letting me share.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And this is just so proof, that you can do this around your children. And that's honestly, Catherine's just been away and done 4 days on a personal development course, and that was her best ever share. She's almost got me in tears because she's just changed so much, just being away for 4 days, not 4 years, 4 days. So yeah, well done. I'm just going to grab also one more to share, and that's Lindsay. So I'm going to spotlight her. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What amazing things have happened to you so far, and what are you excited for with the future?
Hello. So Juice Plus came into my world February last year. I'm the one that Jana talked about who had FOMO, because Jana kept talking about how amazing that she felt. And as a mama of 2 young children, I knew that was crazy. So I wanted to know how come she felt so good. She told me about the product. It completely made sense to me. We're a family of 5 with young kids as well, and we could definitely use a boost in our nutrition. So I jumped on board that. And then, as she said, the FOMO struck again because it's a serious condition for me. And I found out that she was actually making money from me, but I could make money from me. So I jumped into the business. And to be honest, at the beginning, I wasn't interested in either. I wasn't interested, wasn't looking for a product or a business, but, to get a product that was so amazing that this one is, and to get it cheaper, I thought, why not? Fast forward from February last year to June of last year, I went back to work. I was on maternity leave in February, and I went back to work full time. I moved interstate. My husband was at sea because he's in the Navy, and reality just slapped me in the face really hard. And I just realised that I was going to miss out on so much with my family, not only, hubby being away and having to be interstate from him, because of his work and my work, but my daughter, I had to put her into childcare 5 days a week, and going from having her with me every day to her in childcare 5 days a week was really, really hard for both of us. And I have a 14-year-old boy who, when I joined the Navy, 12 months after joining the Navy, I actually lost custody of him, and he went to live with his dad because of my commitment to the Defence Force. So I missed out on a lot of him growing up. I missed out on 11 of his birthdays, and he's only 14. And so I just realised I was going to do the same thing with my daughter, and I just decided that wasn't the future I wanted. I knew that what it had looked like because I'd done it with my son, and I knew I was going to do it again. I just decided, no, thank you. So I spoke to Jana again and I said, look, I actually want to take the business seriously, and I don't want it to just be something I can get a product cheaper. I want it to change my life. And so we went to work. And then this year in April, I went on maternity leave for our third child, who is feeding below screen here. And I went knowing that that's it for me. You know, I'll finish up doing 12 years in the Navy, and I will be able to focus full time on my business at home with my kids running around in my feet, tripping me over and stepping on Lego, which is exactly why we want to be a mum. And I get to do that with them. And now what's really exciting is I'm actually now mentoring and coaching other mamas and other women to follow their passion and their purpose as well, and create that lifestyle for themselves. Whatever that success looks like for them, I'm helping them create it. And that is just so rewarding, being able to watch other people realize that there is a better way to live life. There is a cooler way to earn an income from home and live the life that you want to the fullest. And you don't have to be restrained by an employer, which is cool. So that's what I'm excited about. So thank you for letting me share, Jana, and back to you.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing. Cool. So you can see, look, you know, they're both mamas, but, you know, in saying that, we get people come to us for all different reasons in this business. Literally, it could be, you know, to pay off that credit card, to get a new car, to travel. You know, you can do this from anywhere. You know, that's my big goal. You know, next year I'm hoping to have the family in a caravan and we'll be driving around Australia, and I can do this from anywhere. I can plug in wherever I've got Wi-Fi. So it's super easy like that. And I'll be meeting so many new people. Why wouldn't I be, you know, continue sharing it? So then we've only got two left, which is QNMD, which is the one that I'm almost at, which is $1,500 for me, $1,500 for my teacher, and our top one, NMD. You get a $3,000 bonus. Only you get that because by then your teacher is earning way too much money and doesn't need it. But by then you're on about 80 to 120,000 a year. Okay, and that's just the beginning. It's up to you what you keep growing from there, and how and what you put in, and you know, and being that servant leader, what you're growing, but you know, below you, how you want to help people, whether with the health or this opportunity from then going forward. It really is a relationship and teaching business, and we love sharing it. We can have customers in over 29 countries now, customers and team, which is amazing also. You know, relationship wise, you know, Lindsay is my best friend, but she was Navy. You know, she'd travel around Australia all the time, and we missed out on a lot of time together and had a lot of lulls when we didn't know how to communicate. Since being in this business, we now talk most days. We've caught up physically 4 times since being in the business. I've seen my two, well, I call them my nieces, but they're not, her 2 beautiful little girls, you know, in the flesh, which has been amazing. She's seen my boys, which is, you know, awesome. And we've got to do quite a bit of traveling. We've done, you know, a couple of conferences. We've done some personal development. The personal development on this journey has been endless. But, you know, that's literally our business, our product, and our program in a nutshell. We love sharing it. I think you can probably understand why. But if you jumped on today, you were invited by someone that truly cared enough about you to invite you. So whether you've watched it live or this is a recording, I hope we got all your questions answered. And if not, make sure you reach out to that person that invited you. Well done to everybody that shared. Well done to our 4 amazing new girls that launched their business tonight. And thank you all for jumping on. And we hope to see you next time.